Hi guys. Always an awkward few minutes before I can see anybody and before I can find myself on my computer. There I am. Hey Amy, how are you? I haven't been on live in a while. Hi Twin Flame. How are you guys doing? Is my mouth matching up with the audio? I don't know why I always worry about that, but it bugs me. Thank you. This is leftover from work. This is what I look like when I go to work. Over the top. But hi, Charlene. Yeah, I just got back from getting my nails done. I got Valentine's nails. Can you see the little heart? How cute is that? Oh, good. I'm glad. I hate whenever I do a whole live stream and then I go back to look at the replay and the entire thing is off. Hi, Anthony. Hi, Denny. I'm doing great. It was a crazy day. I need to go look. I can't, there's like all these different moons, like an eclipse and all these different things. And so that made my kids go crazy, apparently. Did anybody go look at it? Hi, Nick Shop, or Nick, and hi, Maggie. I'm glad you came. I don't think I ever saw, Maggie, if you answered my comment about your Oklahoma shirt. Are you from Oklahoma? Are you a OU fan, or were you just wearing it? Made me curious. Yeah, I got a little heart, and you can't really tell, but the little heart has a glitter in it, and then this finger has glitter on it. Yeah. Well, did everybody have a good day? I can't believe it's only Wednesday. I've been ready for Friday for a long time already. But I thought I would do my favorites. I'm going to wait a few minutes to see if anybody else shows up. Took down what video? I'm kind of trying to figure out why they're doing a lot of things. If I'm being honest. Hi, Bridget. Okay, I remember you talking about that in another live now. Gotcha. I'm ready. I am already thanking God for Friday and it's not here yet. I'm sorry, I can't boomer sooner for you because I'm a cowboy. I actually went to Oklahoma State and you understand the whole dynamic between the OU OSU thing, but I went to Oklahoma State and my dad coached baseball at Oklahoma State for like 20 years, and so it's just, I can't be a Sooner fan. The only time I'm a Sooner fan is when they're not playing OSU. I'll vote for them or root for them whenever they're not playing OSU. So you just thought you liked me. But yeah, you know how it is. And for those of you that don't know, it's just like your regular college rivalry. Drawing that dragon. Well, why in the world would they take that down? That makes no sense. Okay, Charlene. Boomer Cowboy. Well, this morning while I was getting ready, I put all my favorites in this cute little box. And so I'll start going through those here, and I'll wait about 5 minutes. Are they cowboy fans, or they just don't care either way? The rest of your family. Well, I watched most of it, I think, Charlene, and I didn't see anything that I think would give them any reason. You were just drawing a picture. Oh, good. We'll get along once. I keep seeing my little thing spin around on my face. Am I coming through okay to everybody else? No spinny things. I think my computer monitor is making my face look really white. And watch time is concerned, but if there's anything that you can do to improve your situation while you're here, go for it. Okay, Denny. I can't wait to see it. I'm going to start with hair stuff because I found a couple things. One of them I've used for a long time, but one of them is new to me. Welcome back, Charlene. All right, so I've been using dry shampoo for a while. When I put my hair up like this, I use dry shampoo, and I didn't want to pay $20 a bottle for it, basically. I liked Batiste, but it leaves a white cast on my hair, and so I've been looking for something. I've tried a bunch of different ones. But whenever Ulta had the sale, they had this on sale, and it was like $6.99 or something. So, oh no. Is my mouth not matching for everybody? I don't know what to do about it if it's not. Okay. Am I back? Is it better now? Hopefully it's better now. Okay. All right, so I found this one. It's called Not Your Mother's. And the reason I like this one is because it has an orange mango scent, which it smells really fresh and nice, but also it's called Plump for Joy. And so in the past I was using dry shampoo and dry texture spray, and this is kind of a combination of both. So it's one less product I have to buy, and this has, I mean, it's got a ton of product in it, 7 ounces, and it's a big bottle, and it lasts a long time. I haven't even gone through one of these yet, and I bought 2. And so if you guys haven't tried this, it's pretty good stuff, especially those of you who are brunettes, because I don't know about you, but I have a hard time with dry shampoos not leaving a white cast on my hair. So that's the first thing. And then speaking of white and hair, whenever my hair color grows out and the white reemerges right here, and I have like a reverse skunk thing going on, so it's really not cute. Like Elvira, or I can't remember the lady from the Addams Family that had like the reverse skunk looking thing on her head. But anyways, don't want to look like that. And so I found this root spray, and it's by L'Oreal. It's called Magic Root Cover Up. And basically, I'm not going to spray it because I need to be able to see in the mirror to do it. But you just kind of spray it on your roots or along your hairline where it's white. Yeah, Morticia, that's it. And it covers up the areas that are significantly white showing through until you get your hair colored. So there's not any whiteness showing through. And so if you do try this, make sure and get a shade lighter than what you use, because it's extra dark. So if you got a brunette color, it would be black. And so I get light brown, and my hair is really dark. So obviously it goes dark. Okay. Thank you, Charlene. And I don't know where to go from here. I think I'm just going to randomly pull things out, because if I try to do this in any sort of order, it's going to be out of order anyway. So I think I'll talk about these setting sprays. Most of you, I think, got this one in BoxyCharm. It's the Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray. I surprisingly really like this, because I think I'm finally transitioning over. I think I'm finally figuring out that I'm not oily anymore, that I'm starting to be drier. Maybe it's just a winter thing. Hi, Lola. But I'm starting to like illuminating everything. Illuminating primers and sprays. And so this came right on time. I have to be careful with this because I can use too much of it, because the spray is so fine that you can't really feel that it's landing on your face, and you can go overboard fast. Hi, Becky. You want to see my nails? I got a little baby heart And this one has glitter, and then there's glitter in the middle of the heart. Bridget, you've been feeling like you're not oily anymore, or you tend to use too much like I do? Yeah. I really like the color that we decided on. I had to get some Valentine's fingernails, you guys. And Becky's my best friend, my in-person, real-life best friend. So everybody, you can say hi to Becky. I call her Bex, so if you ever hear me talk about Bex, that's who I'm talking about. And the other one I use is NYX Dewy Finish Spray. And I really like this, but this bottle doesn't last very long. So I don't really buy this unless I buy it on sale. Yeah. I think my skin is kind of transitioning though. I think I'm going from, I think I'm actually just not as oily as I used to be. Because I was already, like, the matte foundations are starting to look really crusty on me no matter what I did to them. And so I'm really loving the illuminating spray. Hi, Nicole. And so from there, Becky can tell you I have no desk space. So as I'm setting these things, there is more than likely going to be an avalanche of some kind before I'm done with this. Yeah. Well, the way it was for so long is if I didn't use a matte foundation, if I used a dewy foundation, by the end of the day, this whole area right here was just like grease and everything was broken down. And so, hi Casey, thank you for coming. It would break down and the foundation would leave. And so I got tired of my foundation not staying and it looking terrible by the end of the day, no matter what I used as far as primers were concerned. And so I stuck with matte, or I tried to go with satin, which there weren't many at the time. Now there's all kinds of everything. Hi, Manimal. Thank you so much. I appreciate you coming. And so I will tell you a little bit of a remedy, and I didn't put it in here because I'm not using it right now because it's too dark. And I need to find some of those drops that you can add to foundations to lighten it or darken it a little bit. Hi, Mom. Now my mom's here. Awesome. That's my mom, Catherine. My mom is awesome. And so the remedy for that is the Peach Perfect foundation, the soft matte. I think that Comfort Matte is what they call it. I love that foundation. It's matte, but it's very soft and it doesn't look crusty. It doesn't even look satin. It just looks like a soft matte. And it's such a pretty finish. I've already bought one color and then got a lighter color, and it's too expensive for me to buy another color. And so anyway, I'm not going to buy another one, but I am probably going to try to find some of those drops that you can alter the tone of it just a little bit. And speaking of matte and primer and all that jazz, I pulled out, since I was doing okay with the luminous sprays, I pulled out a primer that before didn't work for me. Yeah, make sure you guys sub each other up and get some subs while you're here. I'm gonna dig around and find the primer that I'm talking about, unless I didn't put it in here. And I don't even see it. So I'm not gonna, it's a Maybelline Master Prime, and it's the Blur and Illuminate one. Have any of you tried that Master Prime by Maybelline, Blur and Illuminate? I really like it too. I'm gonna pull out some skincare stuff and kind of go from the beginning of my routine. Right on. Yeah, we were just talking last night about how there were so many live streams that if you didn't take a little bit of time away from some of them, you would never get a video filmed or a video edited, because there's one going on all the time. And that's the reason why I scheduled mine, because I didn't want to jump in on any other time that anybody was there, but I wanted to fit it in because I wanted to kill two birds with one stone, and do my favorites while I was on the live stream. Okay, Manimal, thank you so much. Right on. All right, I'm going to dig through some of this stuff and get out my skincare stuff that I use every day. And I have a couple things from the Sephora Play to talk about, which I think this is the first time I've ever actually really used them consistently to form an opinion on them. So I was proud of myself. Your foundation has a primer in it? What's that? What foundation is that? You type like I do. Well, I don't know if you're typing. You type or text like I do. I'm lucky if I can ever get a text that doesn't have a mistake in it. I just have fat fingers, I think. All right, so the two that I'm talking about from the Sephora Play box. Oh, cool. I couldn't find a shade in that Wet n Wild that matched me. Anyway, I'm going to talk about the two things from the Sephora Play. The first one, and I'm going to put my glasses on. I hate wearing glasses on live streams because the glare shows in my glasses and you can't see my eyes, but for a moment, I'm putting them on. It is the Clinique Pep Start. It was a tiny little sample, and I even kind of whined about the fact that it was such a tiny little sample, but I've used it for about 2 weeks, and I'm not out of it yet. And the other one is the Smashbox Primerizer, which I was also kind of like, yeah, this is going to do me a lot of good. But I've also used it for almost 2 weeks, and I probably still have a third of a bottle left. I was saying I was kind of hoping that I wouldn't like it because they're so expensive, but I really like this primerizer. Has anybody tried this? Maybe you have the Sephora Play too and have tried it. I really like this, and I haven't, usually when I use a regular primer, I use Professional around my T-zone area and where I have pores and stuff. But with this, I didn't use that, and it still looked really smooth and nice. So maybe I could justify paying the price if it's a moisturizer and a primer and a smoothing primer all in one. Do you think it'd be worth the money then? I'm still not sure, but I really do like it. And the Pep Start, I tried to buy this before and I couldn't find it. Which one is what? Well, this is from their subscription thing, their sample subscription thing. And so anyway, the Pep Start is an eye cream. And I really like this a lot. I really have dark, dark, dark circles. And especially in the morning, I have really dark, puffy eye circles. And I think this must have caffeine or something in it because it really, really, really took away the puffiness and really took a lot of the darkness away. So I really like it. The primer is Smashbox Primerizer. It's supposed to at least marketed as a primer and moisturizer combined. And I would give that to it. It really gives you an extra layer of moisture, and it's a good primer. But of course, if I would ever use anything by itself, I could give you an assessment of actually how good it is, but I layer everything. Yeah, you should try this, Becky. It's really good. And I've used it for a long time and it still has quite a bit in it. But I always put Smashbox Primer Water is my last primer step before I do anything. But I'm getting to the point where I'm looking for some multi-functional products where I don't have to have 15 steps at 5 o'clock in the morning. But those are the things that I'm using as far as primers. With skincare stuff, I got, this is It Cosmetics Confidence in a Cream. And I got this as part of today a QVC Today's Special Value or whatever that's called a long time ago as a set. And I didn't think it would be as wonderful as it is, but I love it. And I repurchased, this will be my third time repurchasing it. It's really pricey too. I think it's $57. Yes, it is. It's absolutely worth it. I don't know what it does. I can't even tell you what it does. But other than moisturize, and it does increase the longevity of my makeup, and it does make a difference with the application of my foundation. When I don't use it, my face does not look as good as it does when I use it. Yeah, are you talking about the confidence in the cream? You should absolutely try this. And the cool thing about Smashbox is they always offer those try me things where you can get several of the small items and you can try it first. But yeah, if you get a chance to get your hands on it, try it because it really is worth it. And I don't know what it does. Like, I don't know what's in it that makes it do it, but it works. I'm not questioning it, but I love this. I use this in the morning and at night. I use it. The reason I love this, the reason I stuck with this for so long is because none of my primers balled up on it, and I didn't have to let it sink in. It sinks in really fast. I didn't have to let it sink in for 15 minutes before putting my primer on top of it. I need, like, I don't wait 5 years to use things. I just buy too many things, and in order to use them all, to make my way through things, it takes me that long. But I've really kind of gotten control of myself lately. I've been really proud of myself. I've been on a no-buy since Christmas, and we're almost into February, and I've got a whole month. The only thing I've bought are replacement items, so I'm proud of myself. I was getting my big fat check from Ebates. And I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but if you don't use Ebates to shop, you should, because you just click in to Ebates and then you get however much percentage back from that. And so every quarter I usually get like $50 or whatever. And this time they sent me an email saying that I could get 60 something dollars if I chose a Sephora or Ulta card. And I'm sitting there trying to reason with myself saying, well, maybe this would be a way for you to buy something on your no buy. And I thought, I almost got it. I still have 10 hours to decide, but I don't even think I'm going to. I think I'm just going to take the money, apply it, put it in the bank, something, because I've really been extra careful and trying to get money saved up. And I have been thinking if I'm ever going to actually buy a real camera, I better start finding a way to save some money. And the only way I'm going to do that is to stop buying makeup temporarily. Oh, cool. I've found that almost all skincare, even drugstore skincare, is really expensive. And so if I'm going to pay a lot for it, it better do what I want it to do. You guys will hear me talk about Emily Noel a lot because I love her channel and because I really trust her judgment. And she and I have similar skin tones. And so a lot of the things that she uses that look good on her look good on me too. But anyways, this is a sleeping lip mask and it's by Laneige, I think is how you say it. I've had this since Christmas and I've used it twice a day and I'm barely making a dent in it. It has a nice strawberry scent, but this is probably the best lip product that I've ever used. When I put it on at night, when I wake up, it's still kind of there. And I don't know about you guys, but wintertime is rough on my lips, like big time rough. And I get crusty lips. And recently I've been getting little cracks in my lips. I can't even imagine what it would be like if I didn't use this. I got this at Sephora, but I think this will last me another at least 6 months probably. So I'm willing to pay for things that I know work well. And if they don't, like if they don't work well, I need to learn how to return things. I have never returned anything to Sephora or Ulta. Sephora is an hour away from where we are. So that's not easily done. But Ulta is just a hop and skip down the road. And so, but I never return anything. I don't know why I have such anxiety about it. But I need to start returning things when I don't like them. Yeah, it's hard to know, but that's the reason why I love when I have people that I trust their judgment and I know they're being honest with me about things. I can try things with a little bit more confidence, right? Than just kind of blindly going into it. But I'm that person, especially when something's pricey, I'm that person that watches about 10 reviews first. I just go watch the people that I trust and find out what they think about things. And now that I've been on this no buy and I'm trying to decide what's going to go on my wish list for my birthday, I'm really researching things to find out if it's worth it. I'm to the point, and I'm not bragging, please don't take it this way, but I have so much makeup that I'm to the point now where, especially with eyeshadow palettes, I need to buy things that are unique to my collection. If it doesn't have something that I don't already have, like I just kept buying the same palette in different packaging over and over again, and I have to stop doing that. Bye, Bridget. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. You know, why keep buying the same shades over and over and over again? And so now I do a lot of research, and mostly what I buy is stuff that has something unique about it. And so those are the things that are going on my wish list. Hi, Melanie. Oh, you got the flu. Hi, Scrap. And welcome back, Denny. Oh, yeah, like these. I don't know if I can. Are you leaving, Lola? Are you saying bye to Bridget? I'm sorry if I miss you guys coming in and out. I'm kind of going back and forth between looking at the camera and looking at my screen. I don't really have a remedy for making them any less obvious, but I have a technique for making them look better with makeup. In fact, tomorrow's Thursday. I'll be posting my updated foundation routine tomorrow. And watch me with the dampened makeup sponge and the translucent powder and what I do around my mouth. Right now, it doesn't look as good as it does in the, 8 hours ago. But I have a couple of techniques that I do in there that kind of talk about the deeper lines in my face and what I do to make them look less obvious. And so hopefully that will help. I don't know. Do you guys have any suggestions about things that you've used that really helped with really deep lines around the mouth? Okay, Denny, that's cool. Yeah. It's good to see you, Unappreciated Beauty. I didn't see you pop in, so thank you for coming. I appreciate it. I just promised that I would stop for a while. And the reason behind it really is I need to start paying attention to what I like and what I don't like. I need to declutter what I don't like so it's not taking up space that, taking up space that could be used for something that I love. Like I really want everything that is in my storage to be something that I love. I don't want it packed full of things that I'm never going to touch again. And so every month I'm shopping my stash. And this month you guys will be proud of me whenever I do my February shopping my stash. You'll be proud of me because I literally really did use every single one of the palettes that I pulled this time. I used a different one every day, and I've even revisited a couple. And I have a really good idea of what's good and what's not, what I want to keep and what I don't. And that it's like it feels good to purge my collection of things that I know that I'm not going to touch anymore. There are things that I'm going to keep just because they're beautiful. Like I did decide to keep the Alice Through the Looking Glass Urban Decay palette because I can't get rid of the beautiful packaging. And I did make myself use it, so I did at least get some use out of it. Yeah, I'm starting to age everywhere, Melanie. And I'm so sorry you have the flu. I had 3 kids gone from my class today with the flu. I'm like compulsively washing my hands and Germexing myself because I so don't want it. It's me, McKay. Hello, how are you? I've never even heard of Depop before. But I feel really good about the things that I'm giving away. Most of it I'm giving away to my nieces and my friends. So at least somebody's getting some good use out of it. Hi, Lisa. And so, you know, I think I just kind of came around to my senses and stopped being so, what's the word? Excessive, I guess. I don't want to have a bunch of makeup that I never use, but I want my collection to be full of a bunch of stuff that I love. So whenever I go through and pull things out, I know it's going to be something that I love. It's like I just started feeling like, why in the world am I continuing to store things that I'm never going to touch again? Well, I'm so glad that you came while I'm here live and I can actually say hi and and I love you so much. I feel like my life has been so busy that I don't stop long enough to even see what anybody's doing anymore. So I'm so happy to see you. And guys, Melanie is one of my best friends. She and I went through weight loss surgery together. And I hope you don't mind me telling all your business, Melanie. But when I lived in Colorado, we were good friends and I miss her so much. And she's closer to me now than she was. She was in Colorado and I was in Oklahoma. And now she's in Texas, and it's ridiculous that we haven't seen each other. But hopefully someday soon. I'm afraid to depot anything. I know myself. I'm like a bull in a china shop. I would wreck it. And so I don't even attempt to do that. Yeah. Like whenever I started this shopping my stash thing, I don't even remember buying this stuff. Like, I don't know where I got it from. Occasionally something will come back to me like, oh yeah, I got that on HauteLook or whatever. I don't even remember when I got it or where I got it from. And that is so sad. Well, I lived in Pueblo and at the time Melanie lived in Colorado Springs. So that was my very first teaching job was in Pueblo and I was there for 3 years. Hi, Sabrina. Hi, Starman. Good to see you. Yeah, I was in and out and back and forth with kids, and so I couldn't pay as close attention as I would have liked to, but I still enjoyed it. It was really cool with all the given the different scriptures and stuff. I really enjoyed that. That was good for my soul. Exactly. And I don't know about you guys, but I actually talk to my makeup and I'm like, honey, honey, I know I haven't given you any love. I'm so sorry. On my videos, I'm always like, am I the only person that actually talks to their makeup? Because I especially talk to eyelashes because I'm begging them to cooperate with me. I even thought about doing like a little put on false lash tutorial thing on live tonight. I thought, are you insane? You can't do it on your best day without 18 different problems. You're going to do it in front of a bunch of people live? Yeah, no. My poor mom and my poor friends is all I have to say about it. Every time I see my mom, I come up to her and I take my glasses off and I'm like, how beautiful are these lashes? Or how pretty is this eyeshadow? And I know they have to get so sick of me. That's why I love so much to meet up with you guys and talk about makeup because I know you like it as much as I do. And I don't feel like I'm, just invading somebody's life with 18 hours of makeup talk. But yeah. Yes, make sure you guys are subbing to each other and getting your subs. But yeah, do I not do that, Mom? Do I not always like, how pretty are these lashes? Because I'm always really excited about my lashes. I'm really excited that they're actually on my face and I got them there and I got them to stay. All right, let me move on to the face stuff as far as foundation stuff. At Christmas time, she took a picture because I had these kind of lashes on. Do you know what kind I'm talking about, you guys? These kind of lashes that make you feel like you have an umbrella hanging over your eye. I had those kind of lashes on at Christmas. And she's like, oh my gosh. Okay, so I've been trying this Maybelline Superstay 24-hour foundation. And I got this in another shade to start. And this, to me, this looks like way too light for me. But on me, this oxidizes big time. But the thing that I love about it is you literally use like 1.5 pumps, even with the Beauty Blender sucking some of it up, and it covers up so much. Like, it is really nice full coverage. But I don't know. Some people said it didn't oxidize on them. It did on me big time. And so I'm literally, I need my glasses again so I can tell you the shade. I am in shade Classic Ivory. And I'm Native American. I don't think I've ever been an ivory anything. And so I think the shades on this are a little bit off. But for me, I needed an entire shade lighter. And once I got the lighter shade, I really loved it. And I really do love it. You can go overboard. So if you do try it, like start light, because it can look extremely cakey if you put on too much. And there was a couple times I did. But if you use a really damp Beauty Blender, it shears it out real nice. Am I off kilter with the audio with everybody? Do you like it too? It's the first drugstore foundation that I've liked in a while, but I've had trouble with foundations, period. You guys can let me know if my mouth and my audio aren't matching up. Oh yeah, Sabrina has a really good review of this on her channel too. So I didn't review it, but Sabrina has a good. Okay, good. Sabrina has a good review of this, like an all-day word test review. And Sarah K, did I say hi to you? If I didn't, I'm sorry. Hi, thank you for being here. I saw your name and I got sidetracked, I think. So thank you for being here. Anyways, go check out Sabrina's review of this because she does a wear test. She does really good foundation reviews and she does check-ins and everything. I can't seem to do that. Return. Like I say I'm going to return and I don't. So, foundation. Here's the primer that I couldn't find. It's all the way in the bottom. That Maybelline Master Prime in Blur and Illuminate. This was the one that I was saying that I really liked this. Thank you, Starman. I appreciate you being here. Yeah, and see, in the summertime, Charlene, whenever I get any kind of sun, I get really tan really fast. And so all my foundations from summer are way too dark for me. But I got really pale really fast this winter. I don't know why. Maybe because we've had so much cloudy and overcast weather and not much sun. But that was the other primer. Has anybody tried this one? I'm all about cheaper alternatives. Things that are higher priced, I always try to buy on sale, but I'm all about cheaper alternatives. But I'm getting to the point, and you guys can tell me about your opinion on this. I'm getting to the point that there's not much of a discrepancy between the price of drugstore and the price of high-end, that I figure I might as well spend $8 or $10 more and get something that I really love rather than trying to get something that's drugstore that is almost as expensive but not nearly as good. How do you guys feel about that? Yeah, I've seen some new L'Oreal primers too, and I was interested in those too. Like I said, I'm not buying anything. I'm using stuff up. I might actually have an empties video for once since I started watching the beauty community on YouTube. If I do have an empties video, you guys will be like, what? She actually finished something? I actually hit pan on one of my bronzers. Hey Summer, I'm so glad you're here. I have barely made it through any of my favorites because I keep on talking. All right, cheers. I have my coffee right here. Thank you for coming. All right, let me move on. Let me go to the face stuffs. I showed you the foundation. Oh, one thing I want to ask you guys about, because I haven't seen anybody using this. And I'm curious if anybody else does. And I was talking about the dark circles that I have. And this is what I use to combat them. And I have in the past used Erase Paste by Benefit. But this is a Tarte color corrector. Have you guys seen this before? It's a salmony colored. It's not really showing true to color. It's really peachy and salmony colored. And this thing lasts me a good 6 months. So it's kind of pricey. I think it's like 20 bucks, but it lasts me at least 6 months. But anyways, the reason I love this so much, and I think I learned about this from Coffee Break with Danny, is because it's really emollient. And so it doesn't get all caked up, and it doesn't get all crepey and cracky looking. It doesn't seem like you're putting an extra layer of something on. It doesn't even really look like it's sinking in, but I love it. It's the best color for me. It really cancels out the darkness. And if it's another one of those things that I thought wasn't doing anything until I used it for a month, and then I decided, oh, well, that's not doing anything, and I didn't use it for a couple days, and it was so noticeable, the difference. In this combination, sorry, I have nowhere to put this box except the floor. This combination, this first, then this. This is a good combination if you have trouble with dark circles. I don't think I've ever found a lip stain that I liked. And I think the reason is because I have no moisture in my lips. And so I'm always looking for something that has moisture in it. Even when I wear a liquid lipstick, I always have a gloss or a cream formula lipstick in my pocket because my lips shrivel up like raisins. I do like it better than the one from Benefit. I actually kind of did this one for like 2 weeks, went back to the Erase Paste for a while. The difference for me is the Erase Paste has had more of a tendency to kind of settle into my lines, and this doesn't do that. That's okay, Melanie. Tell him bring me some. But I do like this better. I have Erase Paste, and every once in a while I go back to it and just to make sure. But this is the third time I've repurchased this. And I honestly like to try new things so much that I don't often repurchase something unless it's really good. So let me add the third part of the combination. You guys have to understand that prior to this combination, I probably tried 100 concealers, and I probably tried 500 different combinations, and I had the worst kind of crepey, dry, terrible looking under eyes. I look back at pictures of myself now and think, I went out in public like that. It looked terrible, but I was trying all these different things. And anyways, you guys know about the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder, I'm sure. But I put this on and pat it in. Then I use the Tarte Shape Tape. And the reason I pulled this is because I wanted to talk to you about the color. And then I use a damp mini beauty blender to put on the Laura Mercier. And I don't bake. Baking doesn't work for me. I just put it one little layer on and just let it sit for a minute and wipe it back off. And you know what? I'm really not a high-end makeup snob. I use what works. And I have e.l.f. products that I like better than high-end products. I use what works. And I don't care if it's $3 or $30, whatever it is, I use it because it works. There have been times that I've called myself a makeup snob, but if I can find a cheaper alternative for something that works better, I'm all for it. Thank you, Starman. I appreciate you being here. I'll try to check you out again when you're on live again. Hopefully next time I can actually pay attention. There is no paying attention when I'm at work, really. All right. Take care of yourself and have a good evening. And guys, really, you should, and you guys, and I need to call you Diego. I know that's what your name is instead of calling you Starman. So bye, Diego. Thank you for being here. Tomorrow on my foundation, my updated foundation routine, you guys will see how I use the dampened sponge. That was the game changer for me. That's what gave me the best looking skin that I can have, is putting powders on with a dampened beauty blender. I would have never thought that I could achieve anything but a big old gunky, goopy mess doing that, but it works so well. And so if you guys are curious about how I did that, I'll have a video up for that tomorrow. I realized that I did this series called it was called the 101 series, and it was my foundation, eyebrows, all those things 101. But now through all this looking through playlists and stuff, whenever I did the rewind tag with Sarah Kay, I went back and looked through some of my old videos, and the way that I did it in those videos, I don't do it that way anymore. And so I thought, okay, it's time for me to do some updated videos. So I did foundation, and I did bronzer, blusher, highlighter, and I did eyebrows. And so those will be coming along. Hello, Rindy Ray. Thank you for being here. Okay, so that's my foundation and my under eye. Let's talk about the powder. I have run out of places to put things. We'll try back here. In one of my videos, okay, Mom, thank you for coming. I love you. Have fun playing cards. Hey, Mom, did I show you my fingernails? I got my Valentine's fingernails. See, I told you she has to see everything. I have to show her all of my fancies. But anyways, what I was saying is, and I'll call you when I'm done, Mom. Love you. In one of my videos recently, I said that I was trying different setting powders because I was trying to find a cheaper alternative for the Laura Mercier loose translucent powder, because that is so expensive, and I actually use it up pretty fast. I had already tried the Cover FX Perfect setting powder, and I liked it, but I went through that even faster. Once I found the Peach Perfect, the Too Faced Peach Perfect Comfort Matte foundation, I also bought the powder, and I loved it. And then I heard somebody talking about the Too Faced Ethereal powder, and so I wanted to try it. And so I've got 3 powders going. I had some, hey DC, Kool-Aid, and Lisa, welcome. And then the Patrick Star, I had some Nordstrom notes, so I bought the Patrick Star setting powder. And so I have 3 open. I'm not opening it anymore, but I like all of these equally. But this one, I hadn't, it completely went under my radar. I had never even heard of it until I saw somebody talk about it. And let me tell you, I don't have all 3 of them here, but the Peach Perfect one has a peach tone to it. This one is kind of just straight up neutral translucent. And then the Patrick Star one kind of has a pink tone to it. So I kind of match it with what my look is that day. If it's a neutral and it doesn't matter, I use this. If it's kind of a warm peachy tone look, I use the Too Faced one, the Peach Perfect one. And if I'm doing, rosy pinkiness, I use the Patrick Star one. And I'm going to use those all up, obviously, before I open any more. Okay, hello to everybody who's coming in. E-Money and Yes, I think I got everybody. Thank you for all of you who are coming in. I appreciate you. And I use this bronzer. And I think lots of people use this bronzer. And hey, Casey, did you decide? I didn't know about Milani. Did you decide if you liked the butter bronzer? Did you decide if it was dark enough for you? If you guys have never used it, it's a really good bronzer. And it smells like heaven. It smells like heaven probably smells. It definitely smells like Jamaica smells. Hi, Jasmine. Thank you for coming. I love this. This is actually my second one. And like I told you, I don't hit pan. Like, I don't use things up. So, thank you so much, Jasmine. And I do love Milani products. Here's another thing, though, guys. Milani's getting crazy expensive. And I'm having an attitude about it because I'm like, there has to be some designation between drugstore and high-end. Like, if there's not, then why buy something that's not high-end if it's going to be almost as expensive as that? It does. I could just sit here and all day. It makes me happy. I don't know about you guys, but I am like absolutely with the way that things smell. It makes me happy and it wakes me up in the morning. I get all happy whenever I like the peach smelling ones too, but this one is the best. So that's what I use for bronzer. This is my favorite for January. I really am doing rotations. And so hi Damaris. That's my other in real life friend, Damaris. I really am rotating things in and out. So my favorites really should be different each month. It shouldn't be the recreation of the same video over and over again. I'm glad I'm not the only one, Sabrina, because I do. I get a major attitude because like whenever recently I went in and I think it was a Physicians Formula. Somebody, I think Rock Beauty Christy was talking about it looks like a bunch of little squares. In fact, Nicole was giving one away in her 500 subscriber giveaway today. And I was like, it was like $17. I'm like, I could buy a really high-end highlighter for not very much more than that. Wow. Wow. That's getting, yeah. I mean, here's the thing. If they were really great and worth it, I wouldn't have as much of an attitude, but I've bought so many that were like right on the in between of being what I thought was too expensive and they weren't good. Can you imagine the kind of money the makeup industry is making at this point with all of people like us? Speaking of highlighters, I can't get away from this, and this is Ofra Rodeo Drive. And I finally this morning, you can tell it's very well loved. I think I'm about to hit pan in the middle. But I think I decided why I like this so much. I think the reason I like this so much is because I really like gold highlighters, but I don't like ashy or brassy colors of gold with like a greenish or a yellowish tint. And this is gold, but it's like a pinky gold. It's kind of like a seashell type gold. It's really subtle. And I don't know if you can see any kind of highlighter on my face today. I mean, if you can tell it I'm looking at myself in the viewfinder and I can kind of see it, but this is after, 8 hours. It is so beautiful. And I have a hard time making myself use anything else because I love it. And I think I got this one in BoxyCharm. So if you guys remember when this came in BoxyCharm, I've been using it. I can't take it out of my drawer. Whenever I shop my stash, I put other highlighters in, but I don't ever take this one out because I just love it. We don't have Five Below. We have Dollar Tree and Dollar General, but I've never really found anything that I like much there. And I just decided, you guys, you should see this black shirt. Like if you could see down below, I am covered in all kinds of different powders. Aww. Yeah, that's why this one, I was really happy about this because I think this was $6.99 or $7.99, and I was feeling pretty happy about that because I was paying $12 or $13.99 for that Infallible. Hi, Destin. I didn't see you come in. Why haven't you bought makeup? Are you on a no buy, Maggie? Or is it just not a good time? Let me see what... Oh, there's my other gold one that I like. Gilded Honey by Laura Geller. I've been on a gold highlighter kick. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it so much. But have you guys tried Gilded Honey? It's beautiful too. It's a little bit more gold, like true gold, than Rodeo Drive. But when I'm looking for gold, it's one of these two that I'm using. We do have a TJ Maxx, Sabrina, but you know what? I've been in there like probably 3 times, and I've never found any good makeup in there. I wonder if it's more of a bigger city TJ Maxx thing that carries like high-end makeup. Yeah, but you know what, Maggie? Let me give you a different perspective. Let me just tell you all about it now. Let me give you my perspective on it. I have had so much fun rediscovering things that I used to love. And I also feel very good about, like, I feel, how do I say this? I feel like a burden's lifted because sometimes when I would look at my collection, I would look at it and be so overwhelmed by it that I didn't even know what to do with it. So as I'm getting rid of things that I know I'm not going to use anymore, it makes me feel happy that somebody else is using it and enjoying it. It's making me feel good that I'm giving my nieces and my friends something that they will enjoy. And I feel like it unclutters my life so that whenever I go into my drawer, I don't look at it and not know what in the world I'm going to choose, but I just see a bunch of things that I know I love. So everything that I pull out, I know I'm going to love it. And it's like, I feel the need, especially after the new year, I just feel the need to unclutter my life. And that's really part of this for me. It's like a cleansing process. This sounds so melodramatic, but seriously, it's like even a spiritual, like I'm letting go of things that I'm not enjoying anymore. Thank you so much for being here, Melly. I love you. Mwah. Please take care of yourself and feel better. I'll be praying for you. All right, Domreese, thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. And yes, I love champagne pop. And you know what? I was actually thinking about champagne pop because I had the Prosecco pop liquid that I was trying to like, and I don't think I do. I'm not good with liquid highlighters. I just don't like them that much. I like the powder ones. Hi, Chrissy. And so I was trying to use it today, and I thought, I really want to get my Jaclyn Hill with the Prosecco pop and the champagne pop out in my stash this time because I haven't used it in a long time. So I'm excited about getting that back out. Wow. That's really cool. I have 5 nieces that are under the age of 26. So I have somebody who's always ready to receive my decluttered items. Yeah. And you know what, Maggie? I had to get a grip on myself. Like, I was being excessive. And I was starting to realize you're being excessive. This is getting a little bit ridiculous. You have all these drawers filled with things that you don't even touch. And so it's I'm happy I did it. I'm happy I'm doing it. And it's like it's like having a new collection every month. Whenever I shop my stash, I'm really enjoying it. And I'm feeling good about the things that are going because I know that their time with me is done. I found something I like better. There's no reason for me to hang on to it. I don't know about you guys, but I'm the kind of person who does not give up on anybody, give up on anything. I'm loyal. I'm even loyal to my makeup, okay? Like, I feel guilty for getting rid of something that I once loved, okay? It's like ridiculous, but I feel that way sometimes. And you know, exactly. Unappreciated beauty, will you tell me your name so I can call you by name? I know most of you by name. But I don't know your first name. They know that we're addicted. And there are so many companies coming out with so many things. I mean, look at ColourPop. ColourPop comes out with a new collection every 12 seconds. Well, for the longest, I was buying all these new things. Yeah, new fall line, new spring line. Oh, I want, like today I got an email from Ofra. It was a Valentine's Day collection. Well, you guys know I am pink, like deluxe, love pink to the max. Anything pink and sparkly, I'm all about. I mean, hello. Everything. I love pink. Pink is my color, and pink is my signature color, like Julia Roberts says in Still Magnolias. Is it Keisha? Or do you say Q-U? Do you say the qua? Is it Quisha or Keisha? Is it like a K or a Q? Listen to the teacher trying to say it phonetically, but I'm sorry, I'm trying to make sure I don't miss what anybody's saying. Oh, ColourPop. I was trying to buy everything. Hi, honeybee. And yeah, when you're new. Okay, so Keisha. Am I right? Thank you for being here, Keisha. I bought into all the limited edition things. I bought into all of these it's only on sale today things. I bought into all those things, and it was because I wanted to, but I was like afraid I wasn't going to be able to get it. Qua. Okay, so it's Quisha. Is that right? Quisha? No, I want to call you by the right name. I want to say it right. So, as long as it takes me to figure it out. Quisha. Okay, got it. That's pretty. I like that. I finally realized that just because they say today only, it's not today only. And if you don't get it today, it's okay. The only thing that I did not get because I stopped being affected by those kind of marketing techniques was the Huda Rose Gold palette. I get mad at myself when I buy into hype so hardcore that I don't research something and I just buy it blindly and don't even find out if it's all that good. And then when I get it and it's not good quality, then I'm like, why did you even buy this? This is going to stay in the drawer. That's okay, Destin. I really appreciate you coming by. I really do. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it so much. Yes, you guys make sure sub each other up. I'm assuming if you're in here, you probably subbed to me already. But if you haven't, I'm really nice. Okay, let me see what else I have in here. Eyebrows. I did pull some brushes. I don't know if you guys are interested in the brushes or not. But if you are, I'll talk about them here in a second. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You know, guys, it's funny because when you put yourself out there on YouTube, you know, people that you love, like your mom and your best friends, are going to tell you that you're great and that they love your channel. And so, but they love you. So, of course, they're going to say that. But it's really, you know, my dad used to say to me, that someone else's opinion of me is none of my business and that I need to not base my life and the way I feel on other people's opinions. And for the most part, I don't. But I want what I'm doing to matter. I don't want to spend all this time and money and energy and all the things on creating content that isn't meaningful or helpful to somebody. And so when somebody tells me that they love my channel or they love my personality, it means a lot to me because it makes me feel like what I'm doing has value to somebody. If it doesn't, then I don't want to waste my time. Of course, I do part of it because it's my passion and I love it. Matthew. Matthew is my bestest good friend for the last 20 plus years. Thank you for being here, Matthew. I love you. Thank you, Denny. You guys are gonna make me cry a little bit. But yeah, you know, it's crazy because you see people bringing out their own makeup line. Like, I don't ever see myself getting... Okay, Charlene, take care of yourself. Thank you, Jasmine. If you can, come back and tell us you're okay, please. But anyways, you know, it matters when you're doing something that matters to you and it's helpful or entertaining or whatever to somebody else that feels good. I do want some... Thank you. I appreciate that, Casey. I love your channel as well. I really have enjoyed getting to know you. I do want your opinions on this or your experience with this. I have been using NYX Micro Brow for the longest, okay? But I've seen that L'Oreal and e.l.f. and lots of other brands, particularly drugstore brands, have these micro tips. And I'm wondering if there's one, like these are about $12.99 and I go through about one a month. Are there any of the drugstore brands that are cheaper than that? And you've tried this or have a waxier consistency that you think would be comparable to this that would be cheaper? Yeah. You know what, Maggie? My opinion is that they're in cahoots with somebody else that's helping them to create the product and to market the product and to distribute the product, and everybody has to get a cut. That's what my opinion is on why YouTubers' lines or collabs are so expensive. I think everybody has to get a cut. And so in order for everybody to get a cut, it has to be overpriced. That's the other thing. If we're going to talk about buying into things, I bought every collab that came out for like 2 years. That's the one that I was talking about or curious about, the Brow Stylist. Oh, cool. Oh, cool. Well, that's good to know. I wonder, okay, things are starting to fall. I wonder if they have chocolate type color. I use the chocolate in the Anastasia and the Micro Brow. You know what, though? I saw that on Raw Beauty Christie's and on several smaller YouTubers, and that's a beautiful palette. Okay, Maggie. Well, I will try it then. Is it, I don't like, I'll tell you what I don't like. I don't like the ColourPop. Have you tried the ColourPop brow pencil? It's so creamy that like, it does, I don't have enough control with it and it melts off before the day's over. It has to be kind of more of a waxier consistency. It needs to have a little bit of resistance so that I don't go crazy with it. Cool. I'll try that then because I go through these so fast. I buy these on sale when I can, you know, Ulta has buy one, get one half off or whatever, but I'd rather just get a cheaper one to begin with. So this is what I use on my eyebrows. I use that. After that, I use Too Faced, and this is an old school Too Faced Brow Envy. And one of the other very few things that I've actually hit pan on. And I can't find any that I like better than this. Okay, then it'll be good for me. Yeah, I got one of those, Chrissy. I use it to fill in the center. The tip is too broad for me to do the precision part, to actually draw the actual shape, but I do use that to fill in the center. It does. Yeah. And that it does run out super quick. And I think it really does. I think it's really a matter of taste and consistency and what you like. Yeah, that's what I'm using is the NYX Micro Brow. Unless you're talking about a different one. Hi, Velvet. I didn't see you come in. Are you in the UK? So I create my eyebrow with this. Then I use the Brow Envy. And then after that, I go in with the NYX Tinted Brow Mascara. And that's my perfect combo for now. I did buy a bunch of the Brow Wiz pencils during the Ulta sale. But the color doesn't match me as well when I have my hair with this much warmth, this much red and violet in my hair. Well, Chrissy, I don't know if you were here whenever I did the foundation, but I have been using this Maybelline Superstay foundation. I don't know if you like, you know, matte, dewy, full coverage. This is, I'm guessing Double Duty is probably full coverage. Maybe you should try this. I really do like it. It's the Maybelline 24-hour Superstay. I just got I like big brows and I cannot lie. You guys, I had to laugh. I think it's in the video that I'm posting tomorrow. I was singing an R. Kelly song through the entire video. And I thought I should cut this out because this is not cute. But I had to leave it in because if I cut out some of it, then I was cutting out part of the routine that you needed to see. So you guys are going to hear me singing R. Kelly remix, the Ignition song, the Bounce, 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 Bounce song. But yeah, you should check it out. And the other one that I really like, as far as drugstore is concerned, I really like CoverGirl Outlast Stay Fabulous 3-in-1. But it's kind of getting up there. Hi, Carlos. Thank you for coming. He's such a brave guy to come into all these girly makeup live streams. So just get a good laugh at my expense because I assure you it does not sound good and I assure you it's not cute. But I had to leave it in or my tutorial would not make sense. So you guys get R. Kelly Ignition by Sherry. All right, let's talk about how I have not changed eyeshadow primers in months, and I probably need to because I have a bunch of them that are probably going to go bad if I don't start using them some. Yeah, you can send me one of those scary face emojis, those scary face emojis after you hear it. I know. But I did sing the "Got Every Man in Here Wishing" part. I didn't get into the really spicy part, but I almost did. Anyways, you know, that was the back in the day music. Back in the day on a Tuesday. Let's talk about eyeshadow primer. I have been using MAC Painterly Paint Pot, and that is all. I have Urban Decay Primer Potion. I have the Milani one that Emily Noel talks about all the time. I have Stay Don't Stray. I have all these that if I don't use some of them, they're going to go bad. So this might have to go out of my drawer, and I'm going to go into morning because it's my favorite. And I don't know why I would make myself not use it when I love it, but I don't really want to throw away a bunch of stuff that I spent a bunch of money on. You dig? Do you guys want to hear about my brushes or do you not care about the brushes? I probably have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have about 10. Well, you know what? I really thought, I didn't think that I was going to like it. I thought it was going to be too thick and it was going to feel cakey. But if you set it with powder or an eyeshadow close to your skin tone, it makes the prettiest canvas. It just cancels out all veins and discoloration. I love it. Okay, girl. You got it. I don't know how many of you guys like to use a flush or light colored eyeliner on your waterline. I never really thought it made much of a difference, but if you can smack me the next time I say Emily Noel, if you want to, because I say, like, I should You know, I should get paid for endorsing her. Yes. I like that powder too. In fact, I have a backup of that I've never opened. But like I said, I have 3 powders that are... I have been using Wet n Wild Creme Brulee to set my primer. And I got this one out of my stash by Tarina Tarantino. That is... Yeah, that's what I was talking about. But I haven't used it in a while. I don't know if people are going to agree with me as far as the brush cleanser goes, but I don't buy brush cleanser. I use dish soap and olive oil. I do probably 3 parts Dawn dishwashing liquid. Hi, Shannon. To 1 part olive oil. It cleans them really well, gets all the oils and build up off, but it also deposits a little bit, you know, to keep it from getting dried out. Are you talking about me, Jasmine, or somebody else? I don't know. Boo Bear hasn't come in here. I can't believe Boo Bear hasn't come in into one of my live streams yet. But thank you for coming, Shannon. Hi, Flowercita. I like that name. I appreciate you coming, you guys. This is so much fun. So, like I said, I need to be paid for as much as I endorse Emily Noel, but this is the Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Highlighter. So it's actually for this area of which I do not use it for, but it is so awesome for the waterline. And I have really watery eyes. And so black doesn't stay there. Colored ones don't stay there. But this one stays there. I don't know. Can you see it right now? I don't want to get too up close and personal or you're going to see what I really look like. But this really makes your eyes look giant if you use it in your waterline. So that is the Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Highlighter. And it's like $3. And I haven't even sharpened it. I've been using it for about a month and I haven't even sharpened it yet. Yeah, Sarah Kay and I are on the same page when it comes to Emily Noel. And I've never heard anybody say they don't like her. I love her. No nonsense, cute personality, quirky, and she says funny offhand things that make me laugh. And I have never, not once, trusted her. I always trust what she has to say. And I don't always agree with it. There you are. Maybe Boo Bear will come say hi. Oh, now he's going back out the door. But anyway, Boo Bear is usually right beside me everywhere. And that's my cat, if you're wondering. Okay, Casey. You know what, guys? In my town, Flower, what do you want me to call you, Flowercita? They have it at Walmart. And we don't have Target. And let's quickly talk about this thing. I think that YouTube is doing all kinds of funky business. Like, I know for a fact that they're not giving us all our hours. Let me shut up. I'm going to get myself kicked off of YouTube. They're not giving us all our subs. They're not giving us all our hours. I have had to resub to at least 10 people multiple times. So... sorry, not sorry. They're not being legit when it comes to that stuff right now. I don't know how they determine which ones get unsubbed. I know for a fact that I subbed to Sarah Beauty Obsession almost immediately upon learning about her channel, and I have had to resubscribe to her 3 times. And today she told me that she had to resubscribe to me. Maggie, thank you so much for being here. I really enjoyed it, and I like you even though you're a Sooner. See you next time. So anyways, I don't like that because I probably go through my day assuming that you're not posting anything because I'm not seeing anything. And I am getting a little bit overwhelmed with the magnitude of the amount of subs that I actually have, people I have actually subscribed to. I don't want my loyal watchers to get lost in the mix, and so I've had to keep making myself take a step back and continue to be very loyal and follow and support the people that I receive the support from back from. Because a lot of people, and that sounds really like I'm not going to do it for you if you don't do it for me. And that's not what I mean. But there's so many people that I enjoy and watch, and there's so many people that I really like genuinely as people, that if I continue to keep going to all these channels of people that I don't really know and that haven't really tried to get to know me or haven't been loyal to me as far as a follower for a few days, weeks, something, then I feel like, you know, I'm not spending the time supporting the people that I should. Am I making any sense? Hey, Allegra. Make sure that you don't, that my subscriptions aren't public. Is that what you're saying? Make sure you don't say sub or any version of that, and make sure your subscriptions are public. Okay. Yes, I do too, but still, especially whenever I am so busy and I'm trying to just make sure I'm getting all my girls and my guys. I've got lots of guys too. I don't want to miss anybody. So, if I ever don't come to your video and you know that I am a loyal viewer of your channel, it is never intentional. I always mean to. I'm coming to the end of my stack here. I'm going to do the brushes last. And are you saying I shouldn't say that word while I'm on a live stream, or I shouldn't say that word, period? And is that what causes, I don't understand. What happens if you do say that? I need to understand what we're talking about here. But the thing that's making me crazy while I wait for her to answer, the thing that's making me crazy is if you're unsubscribed from somebody, it doesn't matter if you if you clicked on the bell or not. If you're unsubscribed and you don't know it, you're missing all their videos and you don't even know that you're missing it. Saying that word, now it's gonna be like not saying Voldemort on Harry Potter. The word that shall not be mentioned. The word that shall not be uttered. Okay. Yeah, a lot of my actual people that I know personally have been going to my spam folder over and over again. And I'm like, why do they keep putting that in the spam folder whenever she's a subscriber and we actually have been friends for a long time? I don't understand that. And I just click on it to go into published comments, but a lot of my friends have been ending up in my spam area. Excuse me. So is it in the comments that you shouldn't say the word that shouldn't be uttered, or is it verbally in my video I shouldn't say the word that shouldn't be uttered? Huh. Okay. I will avoid that and see if it makes a difference. Thank you for the information. I appreciate it. Okay, I'm going to stay on for about another half an hour, maybe a little longer depending, but I'm going to go ahead and finish this because I keep talking instead of telling you what my favorites are. Well, yeah, we got to have each other's backs and share information as we find it or as we learn of it. Well, on my YouTube or on the the app that I use, it stopped working. So I get notifications of your comments, but when I click on them on my phone, it says comment is no longer available. So all my stuff is going wonky. But okay, let me talk about eyeliners and where did I even put the eyeliners and mascaras? Gotcha. Yeah. Okay, guys, I have two higher end eyeliners, and I have one that's not in here. That's my drugstore alternative. Yeah, that's good to know. Thank you. I would have never known that. And I can't tell you how many times I've said the word that you're not supposed to say. Imagine that. Me saying something I'm not supposed to say. I wouldn't be Sherry. Okay, yeah. Go check everybody out, everybody. Or maybe I should just say Voldemort, since that's the word that should have been. You guys maybe aren't Harry Potter nerds like me, but anyway. Kat Von D Tattoo Trooper Liner. It Cosmetics Superhero are the two that I really have been loving. And I use them both. I use this one because it's a dry formula, and I really gives me lots of control when I'm drawing the outline of my wing. And I use the Superhero because it's a wetter formula, and I can fill in fast. And I have noticed when I use the wetter formula to do my wing and my inner corner, it kind of bleeds out. And I really don't like that. I'm extremely perfectionist when it comes to stuff like this. And okay, so if I was in that chat right now and I said to that person, hey, I Voldemorted you, it would not let that person keep that. Is that true? Is it, am I catching your drift here? I feel like their policy is in code that I'm unlocking. But I want to understand so that if there's damage control I can be doing, I'm doing it. But these are the ones that I've been liking lately. There's a lot. The thing that's most important to me is brush tip. I don't like felt tips. I only like brush tips. And so the Kat Von D and the It Cosmetics ones are really good. Do I got it? Denny's laughing at me. But I don't know if I have it or not. But that's the other reason I like the It Cosmetics one, is also a brush tip. And the only thing I don't like about this is it's got a funky shape because they made it the same shape as the mascara. And this is wide and weird. And so sometimes when I'm trying to get a grip on it, it feels weird. Yeah, where you see your published comments, there's tabs across the top. And it says published, waiting for review. And I can't remember what the other one says. But anyways, these are my two higher end ones. My drugstore one I love is the Eye Booster Pen by Physicians Formula. I've been using it for years. Yeah, it is a mystery to all of us. Okay. Random videos. Okay. Okay, I am going to put everything that I talked about back into this box, and it's going to be loud for a minute, so hang in there with me for a second. And then I'm going to get to the rest of this. Yes, I do. Thank you very much. Hey, big dog. Who are you talking to, Denny? Me? If so, thank you so much. I appreciate anybody who's willing to do anything to help me on my channel. I appreciate that so much. My day has been very long, and it included 27 and 7 and 8-year-olds. So if you're wondering why I have gray hair and deep forehead wrinkles, that would be why. Thank you so much, Vinny. I appreciate that so much. And I haven't really been telling a lot of people that I'm doing that, but I'll comment here and there and let them know that I'm visiting their channel that day. Thank you. I appreciate it. I do. And see, yesterday, Nicole was talking about how she needed to learn how to edit. And she's like, I don't know how you guys do it. I'm like, because if I didn't edit, my videos would be 18 hours long. That's why I had to learn how to edit. You guys would still be there from the very first one I made 8 months ago if I didn't edit something. See, let me just tell you how, if I didn't edit, you don't even understand how much I actually cut out, Denny. Oh, I don't know if Matthew is still here, but we've had this conversation about being verbose, and my excuse is that I'm a teacher and I have to explain everything more and more and more. Oh, is it Raina Lynn? I know, is it Raina Lynn or Rana Lynn? Please tell me how to pronounce your name so I don't say it wrong. I know what it is, but yeah. Tell me, please. Oh, cool. Thank you, big dog. Big dog. Mascaras, guys. It's so weird because since I've been shopping my stash, I've gone back to things that I thought I hated. And maybe because it was maybe a month and it had been open. Is it Ra or Ray? The second way? Ronalyn? Rana? But anyways, I guess maybe because I preferred drier mascara. Okay, Ronalyn, thank you for being here. I like drier formulas of mascara. Gotcha. Ronalyn. That's a beautiful name. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I have used some that I thought I hated and I like them now. So anyways, let me tell you about the mascaras. And if you haven't noticed yet, I use like 15 products for each thing on my face. Okay. On my lower lashes, I use MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash. And I saw so many bigger YouTubers using this, and I thought it can't be that good, but theirs always look so pretty. And it really is that good. I really like it. Hi, Kay. And my drugstore alternative I'm out of and I need to repurchase is Lash Accelerator by Rimmel. That's a really good lower lash mascara. For my upper lashes, I like to use Roller Lash to kind of curl up and fan out. And then I have been liking this Tarteist lash paint to kind of darken and bulk out and kind of spread out even further. The MAC one, Casey? I really like the Rimmel Lash Accelerator, but I don't really love it on my top lashes. I really like it. I have almost non-existent, as you can see. I have almost non-existent lashes, period. That's why I'm in love with false lashes. And I would put them on every day if I thought that if I actually had the time, I would have them on every single day of my life. And then I would have no natural, if I could get it out, then I would have no natural lashes because I will have pulled them all out trying to get the lashes off. Yeah, I do too because I have watery eyes and I'm very unsafe with a wand near the bottom of my eye. I do stab myself in the eye regularly. Me either. I don't want anything that's gonna... Oh man, I left my other lippy in the other room. Booger. I'll just tell you about it. Well, I'm glad to know that. I'm not saying that word anymore. I'm just going to say Voldemort. Those of you that were in this live stream will know what I'm talking about, and those of you who are not are going to be like, she might have gone and taken a dive off the deep end officially now. I wanted to give some props to my NYX glitter glue. I really like this. It's one of the Walmart mainstays. I'm afraid to touch it. I think it's called Garden Rain. It's kind of it's a floral scent, but I don't know how to describe it. But if you haven't tried it, it's delicious. Definitely try it. But I got to give props to glitter glue because this is good stuff. And I use it for shimmers. It makes shimmers look even more beautiful. And obviously glitter. But things that I thought, like the Moon Dust palette by Urban Decay that I tried and it fell all over my entire face. Yeah, this keeps that from happening. I don't know why I was so scared of glitter glue. I was so intimidated to use it forever, and I don't know why. It's just like spreading a concealer on your eyelid or something. But this is really a good one. In one of my videos, I did a one eye e.l.f. glitter glue and one eye NYX, and NYX was far superior, but the e.l.f. one was still pretty good if you don't want to pay for the NYX. It's good stuff. I've never tried the Too Faced one or any of the other glitter glues, so I don't know how those compare with this, but I'm real satisfied with this, so I don't really see myself getting one of the higher dollar ones. I love glitter. I would take a bath in glitter if I thought I could get away with it. Do you like the Too Faced one? I would love to know if you thought the Too Faced one was far superior to the NYX one once you try it, Casey. Yeah, and if it's pink and sparkly, I like it even better. Okay, so for the lippies, I have 8,722. I was going to say hundreds, and then I knew that was inaccurate. I have lots of lippies. And so I didn't pull out many. But the one that's on my lips is called Rebel Rose, and it's a L'Oreal Pro Matte Gloss, which I don't understand how and why they combine matte and gloss, because that's an oxymoron and I don't get it. But I really like this formula. And this is obviously very bright, and it has stayed inside my lip line all day. It hasn't bled out anywhere. Okay, awesome. Good to know. Well, NYX, I can't remember. I just saw it on something and I thought, oh yeah, I should get that and try that. Yeah, I'm being very facetious and exaggerating, but I do have a lot of lip products. The other, and all of the ones that I'm talking about, the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Gloss, I have several shades and I like them all very much. You know, excessive. We've had this talk before you got here, Ronalyn, that I have had to take a step or two back and take it down a notch or two because I was getting very excessive with makeup. Thank you so much for being here, Sarah Kay. I appreciate you so much. Gotcha. You'll have to let me know, though, if you think there's a big difference. Okay, the next one is the L'Oreal Infallible Lip Paints. And this is, okay, time for the glasses again. They make shade names so tiny. Spicy Blush. And the reason I like this one is because it goes with cool eye looks and warm eye looks. It's kind of a little, it's pinky, but it also is warm. Thank you for being here, Jasmine. I appreciate it. I'm going to be wrapping things up here in the next 20 minutes or so because I have not stopped running since about 4:30 this morning. And I'm going to run out of steam pretty soon. But there's a lot of really cool shades in these, and I really like the formula, and I really like the applicator on this. I'll show it to you. It's a doe foot, but it's got a little area cut out where it really hugs your bottom lip. Let me see if I can. There we go. There's a big goop of product there where it's not showing as well. But see how it's got a little swoop? When you put it right here, it really hugs your lip. And I really like the applicator or the wand on this. That's all right. Yeah, you'll love it. This is a beautiful color, and I really like the formula. This is one that I use a lot whenever I have on a liquid lip and my liquid lip has gotten kind of dried out, because this layers over those really nice without disrupting and making it all, you know, getting any kind of little crumbly things. I hate that feeling. I'm sorry. I am a self-proclaimed bad influence. Bad, bad, bad. Because if you want to buy some lipstick, I'm going to be all for it. If you want to buy any beauty product, I'm all for it. So, I'm going to talk about these brushes, and why did I take my glasses off? I have no idea, because these all have microscopic numbers and letters on them. Well, you will love it. I really like it. That's the only thing I hate about liquid lippies, is they end up making little, like if you try to layer over them, they get crumbly. I am. All right, brushes. I'll start with the big guys and go down in size as I go. These are all super dirty. I used them just this morning, and I don't wash my face brushes but maybe once a week. Hey Giggles, thank you for coming to my live stream. Okay, I use a no-name Morphe brush for my powder, but this is my bronzer brush. I like really soft brushes for bronzer, but I don't like those giant ones, because when I use, it seems like most people use a much bigger brush for bronzer than I do. I like it, like I even pinch it and really contour my cheek with it. Like I contour and bronze at the same time. So I use this one brush for everything. I pinch it and kind of contour, and then I bronze and go up around my hairline, and then I pinch it and kind of contour my nose with it, and then I do my jawline. I just really like this, and this is a Real Techniques multitask brush. And the only problem with this, bye Ronalyn, thank you for being here, I appreciate it. There's my cat howling. He sounds like he's dying. I promise nothing bad is happening to him. Hey, Boo Bear. He's gotten into this like primal, deep guttural howling lately. And I don't know if you guys know the story about my cat, but he was riding around underneath the hood of my friend's car. And that's how we ended up with him. She drove it here. My friend Becky went out and opened the hood, and he was sitting on top of the motor, and that's how we got him. So when we first got him, he couldn't even meow. It was like a little squeak. And so now all of a sudden, I guess he's figured out that he has a voice and he's using it. But the only problem with this brush is that this is only included in a set of, I think, 3 brushes. And so I have bought that twice to have another one of these. I have an unopened Target box down here that I'll show you. I don't know how it's going to work out, but I'll open it before I go. But I love this for bronzer. I bought the Casey Holmes Smashbox trio of highlighters. I wasn't extremely impressed with the highlighters, but I really love the brush that came with it. And I use this for highlighter. Boom, boom, boom. It's not that special. I mean, it's not that special compared to every other fan brush, but I just really like the size and shape. It just fits my face well. And I don't even think they probably sell this on its own. But The rest, aside from, I'm not even going to say that because most of these are Coastal Scents. And I don't know how many of you actually have Coastal Scents brushes or have even heard of Coastal Scents brushes, but most of their brushes are dupes for higher end brushes. And so most of the brushes that I use are Morphe and Coastal Scents because they have been like the best dupes that I have found. So basically what I'm showing you is a lot to do with shape and not so much to do with brand, because I have a lot of brushes that look almost the same from several different companies. I just use what I think is going to work for that purpose at the moment. I put my transition color on. Wait, let me get the big guy. This is a Coastal Scents BRC N42, and it's just like a big fluffy dome. And I use this to set my concealer. So it just gets the job done really fast. And so that's why I use that giant brush. In fact, I think I have another one of these that I'll probably put in a giveaway whenever I get to 500. I don't even know where I am now, but I think I'm going to get to 500 faster than I expected. So I better start collecting some stuff for my giveaway. The next one is a BH Cosmetics blender. I use this to put on my transition every time. I don't ever use a different brush. I've heard this is a dupe for a Sigma E40. I have a Sigma E40 and I don't like it. I've been told that the new Sigma E40, I think they've stopped tapering it as much. I've been told, thank you, Denny. I've been told that they've changed the E40, that it used to be more like this and very tapered and rounded. And now the one that I have is real flat. Like that. And all it does, instead of like really diffusing it, it just bends back and forth. I keep thinking if I keep using it and washing it, it'll loosen up and it'll be better, but I don't know why I keep messing with it when I have about 3 of these and they're the best ones. So this is the BH Cosmetic Blender, and the last time I checked it was like $3.50, and I have had this for literally 5 years and I wash them all the time. Really nice brushes. You know the bad part about doing this in my office, and the reason I don't do this in front of my vanity is because my router is in this office, and I've tried to do lives in my room by my vanity before, and it kept cutting out and hanging up, and people were getting buffering, and I didn't want to go through all that, so I just brought it all in here. But the bad part about that is I have to take it back and put it back away again. And I don't want to do that, but guess what? I need it tomorrow to be where it needs to be, so I have to. I can't even be lazy. All right. This is the one that I like to put the crease color on with, and this is a Morphe R37. It's the rose gold collection. There's a lot of these M51 somethings, M5 whatevers. There's a whole bunch of different ones that are just slightly different in size, but I love this pear-shaped rounded tapered brush. I love these, and I have lots of these, and I am okay if they keep sending me more in my Morphe Me subscription. This is like an E25 by Sigma. This is a Coastal Scents BR 250. It's like the Morphe M433. There's a whole bunch that are similar to this. I just call it a blending fluff, and I use that all the time. And I don't know if I even, for this is what I place color. I'll show you this other one in a minute. I place color with this other brush, and then I use these kind of brushes to blend it out and into my crease. My little area right here is so little. I don't have big eyelids that I need a really precise brush to place dark colors here. Otherwise, I make a big old mess. And this is my favorite one. This is a Coastal Scents BRC N51. And it's a flat, it's like a shader brush in this way. But it's pointed and tapered. And so I can use it when I'm doing a halo eye. I can use it down here. in my inner corner. I use it to pat color in my outer corner. I use it to pull across whenever I'm doing a halo eye. I can use it under here. I use it for, this is a multitask brush. I use it for inner corner highlight. I use this for a lot of different things, and I really love it. And the last one and the last thing I have is a Morphe E36. And this is a pencil brush, but it's rounded. This one is a little bit more pointy. I have another one that's the same number, but it's not as, it's more round. But anyway, for the longest, every pencil brush that I found was real scratchy, and it felt really uncomfortable. Like I felt like I was scratching my skin off. So when I got this, I was so happy because it's so soft, and you can get right up next to your lash line, and it doesn't feel uncomfortable or scratchy, and it really deposits the color nicely. I like to use this for the darker color, the darkest color, and then use a fluffier brush to blend it out. But I like this to actually place the color right up next to the lash line. And I could probably talk about 20 other brushes. I condensed it. In my last 2 or 3 videos, I kept calling myself extraordinarily extra because I probably do a lot of steps in things that aren't necessary, but I'm just like that. So, I'm done talking nonstop, and I'm going to look at the chat. Do you guys have any questions about anything that I talked about, or do you have any questions for me, or do you have anything that's on your heart that you want to share, or are you ready to hang it up for the night? I wonder. All of a sudden, the chat stopped. Are you guys still here? Did you leave me? There you are. Yes, I only have about an hour and a half before I need to be in bed. And so I am going to go find some dinner. I take my night meds around 8:30. I'm just going to put on something really unsexy and grandma-like and sit down and chill. Oh yeah, cool. I've got to start buying some things and gathering some things because like I said, I didn't think that I was going to reach 500 this soon, and at the rate we're going, it's going to happen pretty quick, and I better have something to give away. Gosh, it took me so long to get to 100. I never thought that 500 would come along this quick, but I also didn't anticipate that what happened with YouTube was going to happen. I was trying to explain it to my nail girl, Victoria, and it was hard to explain. Whenever you don't do YouTube, it's hard to explain to other people what you're talking about with threshold and watch time and all that stuff. But that's interesting what Velvet said. Hi, Tommy. Thank you for coming. Wow, he got you all covered. He Voldemorted all of you guys. There's going to be so many people who have no idea what I'm talking about when I say that. But Denny will know, and some of you, Kay will know. Velvet will know. Well, gosh, if he went to all that trouble, I sure don't want him to lose any of it. But he said the word. Yeah. And like I said, it's been really cool because people have started doing live streams when they really didn't much before, and you're actually interacting with people and getting to know people. Yeah. My mom, I don't know if my mom even understands when I talk about all the numbers. I don't think she understands what I mean for most of it, but you know, unless you're doing it, it really is kind of meaningless other than the fact that they know what we're shooting for. But I think a lot of us have ended up being a lot better friends because of this, because we're hanging out with each other more. But like I said in several of the live streams recently, I've got to make sure that I take steps back when I start getting overwhelmed. Otherwise, I'm going to burn myself out and just be, want to throw my hands in the air, and I don't want it to be that way. And you know this, Denny, because you work full time, but it's enough just to do the filmed videos and the editing and get those uploaded. Like you and I have to do some major finagling sometimes to accomplish that. So when you throw something else into the mix, it can become overwhelming very quickly, especially if you're doing a live stream and you're also attending other people's live streams. So I really do appreciate you being here, because I know this is a lot of your time. Well, don't give up, Shannon. It's amazing because sometimes I see things crawling along at a snail's pace, and then all of a sudden, bam, there's like 20. And so you just never know when the rush is going to hit, and you have to continue to do it because you're passionate about it and because you love it, and let the rest take care of itself. Like, I can get caught up in the hype of it. I can let myself get caught up and just be like full force. I got to do this now. I got to do whatever, I can do to make this happen faster. And then I'm like, what are you in such a hurry for? I'm not going to make 4,000 hours of watch time by February. So what am I in such a rush for? I need to stop it. So my job really, or my intent really, is to continue to really hardcore support the people who can make it, who are close, and do what I can along the way for myself. Amen. I'm going to continue to do that. I'm going to continue to support everybody. But I knew that Anna Banana was almost there. And so it's like, if I know you're almost there and you're just about to hit the threshold, I'm going to go to your live stream. You know what I mean? Or I'm going to make sure that I comment and do all the things that I need to do to help you get to your threshold. I want to help people. Not just in that way, in every way. So, okay, guys. Well, I'm going to wrap it up for tonight. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it so much. Like I said, the video for the updated foundation routine, even if you just go to watch it to make fun of me singing R. Kelly, go watch it tomorrow. It'll be up at the crack of dawn, because that's the only time I have to post videos, is like 5:30 to 6 or 5 to 5:30. So it'll be up tomorrow. It's really short. And I'm probably talked about this R. Kelly thing so much that it's not even going to be funny. But maybe if somebody's caught off guard. But anyways, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. I'm going to go get some dinner and some meds and a long grandma nightgown on, and take all this business off my face and have a few hours of downtime. Rindy Ray, if you go into your creator studio and click on the left side where it has all the listings, if you'll click on where it says channel, if you click on monetization under that, so you would go channel monetization, it will show you how many viewing hours you have alongside how many subbies you have, or Voldemorts you have. My bad, I shouldn't have said that. It tells you in hours. Okay, guys, I'm going to take off. If you have any other questions, feel free to shoot me a message on YouTube, or leave me a comment or something like that, and I'll be glad to get back to you on that. All right. Love and hugs to all of you guys. Until I see you next time. Take care and God bless. Oh, Boo Bear's going to come in right when I'm getting ready to sign off. Let me at least introduce him to you. He is. Are you going to be shy? Okay, he doesn't want to be up here, but there's, ouch, Boo Bear. And that was, well, that was the skin on my arm. Anyways, until I see you next time, take care and God bless. Bye, guys.